Number 15, the directions are the same for number 14, which is to solve using equation or graphically. So again, to graph it, we would look at the inequality as two separate equations. So we have y1 is going to equal the absolute value of x minus 3, and y2 is going to equal to 1 by itself. And so once again, we're going to graph, and the vertex for the absolute value would be at 0, negative 3. So that would be right here. And again, we use the slope of 1 over 1 to go up 1 over 1 to both sides, and extending the equation both ways. Would look something like this. And let me just clean up the equation a little bit. Okay, that looks better. Okay, and now we're going to draw the second equation, which is y equals 1. And so, see, y equals 1, that is a horizontal line at 1. And there it is. So now we're going to look for where the two functions would meet. And we can see that they intersect at that point and that point. And the x values that match up to those are at negative 4 and 4. And so the solution is actually x equals negative 4 and 4. And that's solving it graphically. Using algebra, again, we would just rewrite the equation, and we need to undo that 3 by adding 3 to both sides. So we have absolute value of x is actually greater than 4. And so we need to rewrite this as two inequalities, x greater than 4 or x less than negative 4. So the two solutions are actually greater than 4 and negative, and those are the two values. And so if we look back at the graph to see where this equation, the red graph, which is y1, is greater than, because we're looking at when the first equation is greater than the second one. So over here is where the first function is greater because it's above 1. So at the both ends is where it's going to be greater. And so we can see that to the left side of this graph is when this line will be above 1, and to the right side, so over here to the left side of negative 4, we would say that is x less than negative 4, and to the right of 4 would be x greater than 4. And so therefore that would match up to the solution of both methods. So either way, that will be the same.